Good morning, students. This is JVN Vijesh Kumar Yadav, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapit Women's University, Jaipur. Students, I have prepared this lecture for MSc Botany, first semester. Paper name is Microbiology. Today's topic is fungi. Okay. So, students, today we are going to study about fungi. What are fungi? What is the classification of fungi? What are those classes, phylums? What are the morphological structures of fungi? All those things we are going to see. So let's start. This is the outline of this lecture: characteristic, classification, morphology, pathogenesis, diagnostic, and useful properties of fungi. So, by definition, fungi, students, here I would like to make it clear that there is two terms, fungus and fungi. The difference between these two is fungus is singular and fungi is plural. So try to make them differentiated and keep in your mind, but most of the time people used to use both of them as a synonymous. Okay, but try to make difference, you must know. Okay, so characteristic of fungus. By definition, fungus is heterotrophic eukaryotic organisms. Heterotrophic means they are not self-dependent in terms of food material preparation. Okay, that's why they are heterotrophic. Why they are heterotrophic? Please note down in comment section why they are heterotrophic, because at this level you must know. So I will wait your answer. Anyhow, come to the topic. Fungus, there is a diverse group of chemoheterotrophs. Okay, we have already discussed that heterotrophs. Over 1 lakh fungal species identified so far. Out of these, only about hundreds of fungi are human or animal pathogens. Okay, only this much of number has been reported. Most of them are saprophytes, means they digest dead organic material. In microbiology, in ecology topic, you might be studied that there is a producer, consumer, and decomposer. So in ecosystem, bacteria, fungus and bacteria, these two are the decomposer. Okay, so in this way fungus is one of the decomposer. Most of them are parasites, obtain nutrients from tissues of other organisms. Okay, most are aerobes or facultative anaerobes. Now, understanding the terms in mycology. Students, mycology is the study of fungi. Okay, this is a branch of botany where study of fungi is there. Okay, so these are some of the terms which frequently used in the field of mycology. First one is yeast. Actual yeast is a fungus which is unicellular. Okay, hyphae Hyphae is thread-like structure that is the structural unit of fungus. Mycelium is the group of hyphae when more than one hyphae joints and form structure that is mycelium. Molds or filamentous fungi is there. You might have heard the name molds for fungus in layman terms. Then aerial mycelium, vegetative mycelium. Now we'll see them one by one. Another terms are reproduction in fungi, that is sexual, asexual spores, formation of zygospore, ascospores or basidiospores. All this topic is from mycology. There is a paper in first semester which will be teaching by other faculty, where you will find abundant information regarding to that. Okay, so don't bother about that, just to focus on brief concepts, some of the structures, terms which frequently used in mycology. Okay, then classification, as I have already discussed that fungi are eukaryotes, nucleus and cell wall composed of chitin. Student, see here the difference between fungi and other plants, that is the composition of cell wall. In plants, cell wall is made up of cellulose, but in fungi that cell wall is made up of chitin. And in graduation BSc course you might have studied chitin in arthropoda in zoology class, their exoskeleton made up of chitin. Okay, second is eumycetes, true fungi, that is true fungi. And further, this true fungi is classified into 4 different categories. Those are zygomycetes, basidiomycetes, ascomycetes and deuteromycetes. All these categories you people will study in mycology in detail, in elaborated forms, but for time being, for this class, just you focus on the terms. There are 4 different classes, that is zygomycetes and so on. Okay, then fungi classification depending on morphology. Yeast like fungi, molds, dimorphic fungi. Yeast, there is another topic which is only devoted for yeast. I will take in other class, but for here just to focus on brief that yeast is unicellular nucleated rounded fungi reproduced by budding. Another name is Saccharomyces. You will going to study in detail all the morphological, anatomical and reproduction, life cycle, all those parts in detail in your mycology class. Okay, next is yeast like fungi. Those grow partially as yeast and partially as elongated cell resembling hyphae, which are called pseudohyphae. Example is Candida albicans. Okay, being a botany student, at least you must remember the examples fungus name, because in most of the competitive exams they used to ask such type of questions are being asked frequently, so don't ignore them. Third category is molds. This is the common name and most of the layman people use molds. They are multicellular filamentous with hyphae and they reproduce by conidia, that is spores. And these type of molds you can see on bread, fruits and other food stuff. Okay, then dimorphic fungi occur in 2 forms, molds and yeast. We have already discussed. Now classification, clinical classification, that is not in your syllabus, so directly we are moving to economic importance of fungi. Although all those portions are available in e-notes, I have already uploaded on portal. You can go through that. Now, some of the beneficial fungi. Out of these, most important and frequently observed, that is mushroom. You might have eaten the mushroom as a vegetable. They are the great source of protein, vitamins and minerals. Another is fermentation, production of alcohol, bread, cheese. That Saccharomyces species is used in this purpose. Another important aspect of fungi is antibiotics, production of antibiotics. Penicillin is one of the important drug, that is antibiotics isolated from Penicillium notatum. In fungi class you will study in detail. Some other aspects are ergot, isolated from Claviceps purpurea, which is used to induce uterine contractions. Another is vaccines for hepatitis B, that is isolated from Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So students, in this way we have seen some informations related to fungi. On next turn we will be dealing with new topic. Thank you very much.